Nonstop Local is partnering with Greater Spokane Valley Chamber of Commerce and Greater Spokane Incorporated to bring you Candidate Conversations.
Time for another candidate conversation. Joining me now is Natasha Hill, running for state representative in District 3. Again, 3 questions to all candidates. They're all the same. You get a minute to respond. And we'll just start with issues facing our region, businesses in the area, inflation, regulations, small taxes for businesses. Do you think that government should be doing more or less to help small businesses in our area?
I think government has an important role at the state level, at the local level, and most important is that we're working together. That's something I'm looking to do, stepping into my role here as a future House representative for the 3rd LD. I'm a small business owner. I own my business here in the 3rd LD. I'm an attorney, and I've been running my business since about 2019. So I definitely appreciate how important it is that, we have those local advantages when it comes to what we're paying as far as tax rates, that the state level that we're getting some relief when it comes to our employees. Obviously, there's a lot of burden when it comes to labor costs for small businesses, but we do want to make sure that we understand how our small businesses are returning that investment back into our community. And at the state level and local level of government, we have to respect that and make sure we have a strong, thriving small business market because the dollars that they bring in stay in our community a whole lot longer.
Okay, let's talk homelessness, mental health, substance abuse in our region in terms of proximity to small businesses, incidents like crime, vandalism, lack of safety. How do you help create a safe business environment for businesses here in Eastern Washington?
I absolutely believe worker safety is paramount. It's really important. Nobody should be going to work and be risking their lives, their safety, their livelihood. So those things are paramount. And we've seen a lot of the impacts of our unhoused being out on the street and the impact that that has, and it creates safety issues for them as well. We've got to look at housing. Housing is one of the biggest issues when it comes to health and safety, and the biggest determinant of people becoming unhoused is housing costs. That's where we got to look upstream in those investments so we can ensure that when our businesses are here, they can stay here, they can thrive. Because again, those small businesses, those dollars are staying in our community a whole lot longer. And the impact they have in the local community. I mean, I know so many small businesses who are literally sending kids who otherwise wouldn't be able to afford it to programs, whether that's creative activities, sports programs. And so again, making sure that folks are safe when they're going to work, whatever part of the city they live in.
And you just kind of touched on it there, but maybe expand upon it here in this third question. With rent costs so high, Washington's one of the highest median rent costs in the country. How do you address the high cost of housing in Washington?
We've got to be looking at our labor costs, right? Wages have to keep up with housing costs. And what we've seen here in our housing market is unprecedented growth. And those are things that we have to address. Again, housing costs are the biggest determinant of who becomes unhoused. It disproportionately is impacting younger folks and seniors. And we can't have our older folks who have invested their time into our economy, into our society, going unhoused because they have fixed incomes. So these are real issues. Rent stabilization is one issue we're addressing both on the local level and that we intend to address at the statewide level. Again, these small businesses, we need to make sure that they want to come here, they want to stay here, that they can work in coordination with our larger businesses. And so as a small business owner, as I mentioned, these are really important to me, and I want to make sure that we're protecting the family-owned businesses, our farmers, all of these folks that are working in connection here in Eastern Washington. So it does go beyond just the city. We're talking countywide in all of Eastern Washington.
All right. Natasha Hill, thank you so much for being with us.
All right. Thank you so much.